Oh, I
We've
understand that.
we've got kids sitting in the hall.
Did you get paid you low and go all the way up to the ceiling?
I don't know at this point in time. There's really not been any details on how that's going to look. We just want to get it back used.
So what is the backup plan though for the baseball softball?
I don't know that we've got one, to be honest with you. First and foremost is get it back in, like the field, whatever problems that creates or doesn't create, we still have.
Well, I think very taught it even weights and everything else. Got kind of where they went for go. Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
There's building principles.
Let's go first.
Did you guys color coordinate the outfit tonight?
Thank you so much.
Guess I should have welcomed everybody that's joining us via technology. We've got a new start here on this stuff, so welcome you also. Okay.
Just to recap, the month of June and the first part of July for elementary, I'd like to say thank you to the Shoals Public Library for hosting a great summer reading program for the students and children of the Shoals community. Several of our Shoals students volunteered to help the Shoals Park Board with various cleanup projects at the ballpark in preparation for the Catfish Festival. Students were helping with painting, weeding, flower beds, trash removal, cleaning, and stocking the concession stands. Congratulations to our elementary beta students on a successful National Beta Convention. Our elementary National Beta Awards, top 10 for collaboration, connection. Members that were competing were Ian Hovis, Nick Harding, Mason Sanders, and Ray Money. 8th place for drawing, Adam Wayne. 7th place for recycling project. Members competing were Adeline Brown, Isaac Brown, and Azalea Kelsey. It was great to see so many families and students at the 40th Annual Catfish Festival. I'd like to thank the Shoals Lions Club, event chairs, and volunteers for making this possible for our community. And we look forward to seeing all of our students who are participating in the 4-H Fair this week. 4-H Fair is July 10th through the 15th, and school registration is July 22nd, 8 a.m. 7 p.m.
Thank you, Zach.
Miss Eubanks ready for her first debut. Well, I apologize. I didn't bring paper copy. So I really don't have a whole lot to add. I just want to offer my gratitude to the board for giving me this opportunity. I have really enjoyed learning all the things, and I know I have a lot more to learn, but I spent a great deal of time going through administrative work already. While Boston and Dr. Lenny sat down with me tons of questions. Made some suggestions that we'll talk further about and having this week. I've also reached out to staff already, and I've gotten a lot of great feedback from my staff, and so I'm looking forward to meeting in person. I've met with them texting, and math curriculum that we would like to investigate. And so we've already started because that's the thing there. And then I've also taken a some improvement plan, needing some data. So I'm ready, but just wanted to give you a report that I have gotten started, and I just really thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been funny because her office space is still under construction, but her family has moved her in, and I walked in to speak with her a little bit ago, and Ben's putting texture on the wall, and she's in there just typing away, and I know the dust is just flying, but it's been great. It doesn't. It's been a while since I've done one of these. But I want to start off with congratulating junior Ellie Rader. She was named Miss Catfish Queen. Ellie's a real sweet girl. So I was really proud of her for winning that. Thank you to all of our staff who volunteered at our school booth during the 40th annual Catfish Festival. It was hot, but our staff were troopers during it. Congratulations to our high school beta for placing in the top 10 at the National Beta Competition in Orlando. They placed 8th in sculpture and 3rd in supply drive, and approximately 100 schools from across the country were competing. So for a school our size to be in the top 10 and get different places is just quite the honor, especially out of 100 schools. I want to congratulate Ian and Lorna Troutman for securing a STEM First Robotics grant for our robotics team. I know seeking grants are not an easy task, and I just want to thank them for all the time they contribute to our robotics program.
The IDOE,
But yeah,
because I checked this morning and I didn't have a letter from them, so I didn't think they got to that.
I got a letter for the FLL for the box.
Yeah.
I-
It should be for all teams.
Yeah.
But- And we had, well, with the senior service today that we have, gotten the POV up as well, high school thing. And that helps just with registration.
I just got this notice that it's
Okay. Well, I looked this morning for it. I haven't got it. I was still in. Okay. Thank you.
A huge thank you to our summer cleaning crew. They worked so hard to ensure our school is clean and ready for students and staff on the first day. Registration is July 22nd. Parents can also register online starting now. They can go to our website. There is a flyer that was just posted to our corporation social media page. Dr. Lana has the flyer too, if anyone would like to take one. Our first teacher day is August 4th, and our first student day is August 6th. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kind of odd. Becky.
Very on that way.
Well,
Especially now that you don't have to.
okay. Your new business. Athletics approval for Amber Breitweiser to hold 2 volleyball clinics, high school volleyball team in July. Approval of the following coaches: volleyball, Taylor Atkinson, varsity coach, Kaylee Roush, varsity assistant, Rebecca Rollins, junior varsity coach. For soccer, we got Chris.
We pulled that one out
Okay. Yep.
and Reva's also.
Okay. For soccer, Chris Boswell, boys varsity. Okay. Sorry about that. We're taking that one out. Daniel Turpin, boys varsity assistant. Cody Douglas, junior high soccer coach. Andy Purdue, girls varsity middle school assistant. For those 3, motion to approve those 3. Warner. Second. Okay. All in favor? 3. On Chris Boswell, we're going to take that one out separate from Reba, because I'm assuming we're staying. Okay. Chris Boswell as varsity soccer coach for boys. Need a motion to approve. Ethan, second. Ned, all in favor? Anyone opposed?
I have to turn it close.
I got 4-1. Vote for Chris Boswell. Warren voting opposed. Reba Troutman, girls varsity coach. Need a motion to approve. The second. Ned, all in favor? Aye. Lorna, abstain. 4-1. That was the first motion, the original. Then we took out the 2, Chris Boswell and Reba. Correct. There was staffing. Request that Kim Kunda work as nurse assistant for a portion of the school day. approval of the following substitutes for the 25-26 school year. We have Denise Sanders, Cole Hovis, M. Sanders, Matthew Sullivan, Christy Day, Heather Franklin, Cliff Goodman, Gerald Montgomery, Kelly Shaw, Liz Boswell, Terry Guy, Lydia Cook. Also, we have approval of Matthew Sullivan and Linda Dillon as class instructors for the 25-26 school year, and approval of Gary and Mary Smith to serve as volunteers throughout the building. Motion to approve those folks. Ethan, second. All enough? All in favor? Aye. Okay, we got some second readings for approval. We got high school student handbook, 25 wellness policy, athletic handbook, non-certified handbook. Changes that are in those. Motion to approve those at second reading. Yes. Motion, second. Ethan, all in favor? Aye. Agreements, approval of Indiana MAC program participation agreement, approval of SLP contract for virtual services with parallel for August, December 2025. No, elaborate.
So the approval for the SLP contract, that is virtual speech, because we have not had candidates apply. We have put feelers out there and had conversations with people. We're still looking. We would love to have a person in place for that. That's why we're only doing a contract with their seats. But this contract is kind of tricky. They want it. So
Is there any reduction in the time to re-solicit the contract in the second semester? We have to roll that into the new contract.
if we have to, yes. We're hoping to have someone. We keep reaching out to all the people we know that in the speech language world. If you have kids that are looking for a field to go into,
This is the same people I'm asking this question that we used previously.
and the only way they will guarantee us potentially that we would talk the same people that we had last year that we elected is if you complete for judge.
Anything the
The MAC contract is in the,
these are just renewals.
yes, they are renewals. Yes.
Motion to approve those agreements. Second. That's all in favor?
Yeah.
And we have the first reading of the 75-26 but and approval for which notice website. This is the first reading. Just approval. Looking for that. That's right. Is approval of the updated online policy or force policies. Approval to update the attendance policy to reflect the most recent legislative changes of the SCS 282. Other attendance related changes and attendance conferences required 10 days after the fifth absence. Authorize up to 6 absences per year. Excuse students in good academic standing for FFA 4-H activities. Withdraw students from virtual program if they accumulate in a year 10 consecutive or 18 cumulative unexcused absences. And approval to update grade level cap to the 25-26. Motion to approve those policies.
We're just to kind of clarify on the attendance policy, we're going to update our attendance policy. We have just a PowerPoint of what those new updates look like. They are pretty stringent, and so we are going to really update our policy for all buildings because it will be the same. Those are directed by the state. Those are directed by the state.
Motion second. Second. All in favor? We have a Board of Investments in the board's packet for a detailed comments at this point. Item check 4, approval of the resignation of Sun Blossom Summerton and teaching position in our Fairham School. Approval of Angela Malone, serve as volunteer throughout the bill. What would she be doing throughout the bill?
A lot of it is going to be helping with cafeteria things. And I know this, but we just added her after 4 because of putting the background check after July. So that's why she's not on the other volunteer list.
And that's similar to Gary.
Yes. Yeah. We just, their background check was, the date on theirs was different than hers, and we wanted to wait till after July 1. Thank you.
Motion to approve for that. Second. All right. All in favor? Athletics approval of back to school boys basketball camp July 29th to the 31st. Be held in the auxiliary gym. Motion to approve that. Second. All right. All in favor? Cafeteria 25-26. Approval of Wabash Food Service and D&B distributors, Prairie Farms Dairy and Commercial Foods as vendors. Cafeteria no charge policy. Cafeteria pricing. Food service worker cook dishwasher job description. And food service director cafeteria manager. Motion to approve. Weaver, second. All right. All in favor? And more, the increase to the corporation bus driver's pay to $135 a day. Motion to approve. Second. Annette, all in favor? That brings us to our superintendent report.
I don't have it on the notes, but I've been in the building and we've all been running around, and our custodial team and maintenance staff, they are bending over backwards to help us and make sure they're moving things for us. They're helping us hide things. They're painting walls. They're scrubbing floors. The wax looks great. Like it's every day. They are just constant, and we appreciate them so much. The building is looking so wonderful, and I just can't say enough great things about them. I also had a flyer about the registration day. We're excited. We were just talking about this today. We're ready for kids to be back in this building. We're ready for the noise. We're ready for doors slamming. We want to hear giggles. We want to hear lockers. We're ready, and very excited about it. It is very cute. Kendra did that for us. So Audrey has been, and our preschool team have been participating in some compliance classroom setup and management training. They're going to be doing that later this month. Of course, our teacher's first day is August the 4th, and the first day for students is August the 6th. We've been talking a little bit about what those days are going to look like. We have an admin team meeting on July 25th for the full day, so we're excited about that. I can't extend my heartfelt thank you to Kendra for all of her work and guidance over the past couple of months. She has been tremendously helpful throughout this process of transition. And I will get a little choked up about it. Like, she has given her soul to me, and I greatly appreciate that. Same with the board, with this transition and all my questions and text messages at random times asking questions. The custodial team, Larry Hembry, everyone. I just can't thank everyone enough for helping with this transition. And I'm so looking forward to moving forward and continuing to grow and spoil these kids every day. Can't wait. Kendra Wright and I had completed our budget workshop with Ryan Harmon. He provided us excellent guidance and feedback as we prepare financially for the 25-26 school year and beyond. Amy Money has attended some training through the IDOE and met with our designated field specialist. She's also collaborated with another local cafeteria manager to ensure our cafeteria is ready for the start of the school year. The beta trips to Orlando, I know that Audrey and Kendra both talked about those, but I can't tell you, I was able to firsthand see how fantastic our kids, just their respectful attitudes, and they listened to the beta sponsors, and they were in there working. So this is really funny. So I went with the middle school, and they also won third place in the competition. And I was like standing in the back because this is this very large venue, right? And all these people are in there, and I'm standing back there, and I'm like so excited there. And they're like, they're sitting there. And I was really funny. I said, so Bentley went up on this stage and received the plaque. And I said, well, how did you determine Bentley got to go up to front? Because I thought everybody would want to go up there. It was a nose goes. And he was the last one. So I thought that was kind of funny. But it was a great experience for me to see all of the positive things. And I can't say enough, like those sponsors. I know for a fact that Reva Troutman was up every morning at 5:30, and she was the last one to go to sleep at night. She was on top of everything. I did not realize all the stuff that you have to take to a beta conference. When we got on the bus, I looked in the back. I was thinking, we're going to have all kinds of room for seats. We sat together in a seat, and there's like this buggy in the back and all these great things, all the kids' projects. And the kids, Reva said, guys, we got to unload it. They unload it. Guys, we unloaded in rain. Guys, we got to get it back on the bus. They got it back on the bus. We had to put it under the bus. Guys, let's put it under the bus, because we had a shuttle. So it was great. I was thinking we wouldn't have to bring all that back, but we do. So it was a wonderful experience for me. And I will say the parents that were there, kudos to them too, because they did everything the sponsors asked. They helped in every way. I could say many more ways than they should have as parents, but they were very willing to step up and help us. And I can't say thank you enough to some of those parents that I got to work with directly. And I know the same for Kendra when you had your parents there. It was phenomenal. Absolutely not. No. I would like to thank all of the students and staff who participated in the parade. I know the middle school band was involved in it, and all the kids and everybody who helped with the band and made the parade possible. And I know I missed the Catfish 5K. I was sad about it. We had a lot of, I brought the Shoals News. I love all the coverage and all the photos of all of the kids in the newspaper. It's really great. So it was a wonderful experience. And of course, we had the booth at the Catfish Festival, which was a great experience. We had the opportunity to engage with community members. We kept trying to push books, and I kind of used Miss Hawkins as I was like, she made sure we had books there, and she said, we need to get these books in kids' hands. So I said, if you don't take a book, Miss Hawkins will find you. So it was really good to engage with kids, and just thank everyone on the staff who volunteered to help the booth. Reva and Kendra set up the booth, taking it down, moving it to the Martin County Fairgrounds. It's just wonderful to see. It is hot out there, and everybody's just out there fanning themselves. And we had popsicles and everybody, and we even had people from other booths come over and get popsicles. It was great. So it was a wonderful experience. There's more pops. I thought we would run out of popsicles. No. Yeah, it was really great. I've truly enjoyed the opportunity so far that I've had to speak with staff and students and administrators throughout the summer. I must say that I'm thrilled to have the staff and students back in the building. And I say again, I need to hear some noise, but I've had former students, and so has Miss Eubank coming in, and we're just having conversation. We're now having their kids in the building, and we're just thrilled to be able to be back wearing our Jug Rocks gear and yeah, one of them sitting right next to us. Both of them on each side. Yeah. But it's been a wonderful, welcoming experience, and I can't say, I know she feels the same way. Let's get some kids in here and let's get this school year started.
All right, thanks for that. Anything on the financials that we need to be aware of? I know we're starting the budget process and all that good stuff. Anything other than that?
We just need to be cognizant of our spending. We do know that there are cuts coming from state and legislation, and I think that was great to have those conversations with Brian Herman, and he had very positive things to say about our building and our finances and things like that. But he did kind of, give us that little, it's kind of like everybody in our own households, right? We really need to kind of watch our budget. So we're watching.
The motion to pay claims. Second? Ned, got it? Okay. All in favor? I just want to say thanks to everybody too. The high school principal, her time in a little while that got stability coming there. Got new faces, turning faces. So on the side. I got anything else? We're adjourned. Next meeting, August 14th.
It's salt. Salt.
Yeah.
Are we off? And that's a printer or anything else.